What is poppin', squad? Is your boy, and today, man, marks the day that ends all debates on my behalf, man. It's been 2 years, and everybody says Xbox is this, and PlayStation's better at that, and Xbox on this, and all the talk, all the egos in between both consoles. Obviously, it's been a war ever since the dawn of video games. Period. There's always been, comparison between consoles, and now that we're in a world where crossplay is starting to happen, the realities of the two Titan consoles meeting will soon to come. But for now, your boy made a semi-switch to PlayStation 4, to enjoy the servers, see what it's about, study the players' habits. At least you guys can feel safe that at least I'm a decent enough player to have some kind of say-so on the habits of the game. I've been playing the game for 2 years. I'm an avid PvP player. You guys already know what I do in DZ. That's no question. So I'm gonna let you guys know off rip some of the differences and some of the similarities. So everybody has this stereotype in their head that, of course, for their home system, and I'm only speaking like if I'm a PlayStation player, I'm speaking for you, and if I'm an Xbox player, I'm speaking for you. You're gonna say that your server is harder, right? The players are better, and yada yada. It's easy, whatever. So I'm gonna be real with you. Obviously, I haven't spent 2 years in PlayStation DZ, so I can't speak on for all the patches. I can't speak on for all the main players that used to play the game or whatever, the PlayStation legends, if you guys have them or whatever. But right now, as of this moment, I feel Xbox servers have better players that are toxic. So listen, let me make sure I put this in as clear as possible. The toxic players on PlayStation are really, really bad because if you're toxic on PlayStation, 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 times out of 10, you're using a showstopper. And Cronus Max is huge on PlayStation. I didn't know what it was like because I was on Xbox. It wasn't that bad, but on PlayStation, I feel their pain. So every Xbox player, be grateful that we don't have to deal with what these PlayStation players deal with, because I felt it. I felt it on my second run in the DZ showstopper barrage. So I can't give the toxic players, and I consider that. I mean, obviously, you bundle that all into one little thing, whatever toxic means to you, bad, whatever, the bad kids. So the toxic kids that clap and send the messages, and most of them using showstopper. I can't say Cronus Max all the time, but I definitely ran into Cronus Max, so now I know the difference. So the toxic kids on Xbox are better because they're not necessarily using Cronus Max. They're just really good trash talkers, if that makes sense. They run their mouth, but they know how to play the game. They're running with, super meta, striker AR, striker sub with final measure, that. So I give that to Xbox. Xbox wins as far as the quality of players that are toxic. Now for general population. Oh, I bet y'all want to hear this, right? I'm being real with you guys, and I'm 100% transparent, and I don't front. I'm not even picking bias of Xbox. If that was the case, I would say Xbox all around. As far as general play, I came across some really good players, some really good people who kind of felt like back on Xbox. To be honest, it is the exact same. And the reason I say this is because there's nothing that I see revolutionary when coming to PlayStation 4 that I didn't see on Xbox, and there's nothing I saw on Xbox that I didn't see on PS4. The players run the same, the strafers run the same. The only difference, I think, is the people who are actually using PlayStation controllers. I tip my hats off to them because it takes more skill to use a PlayStation controller than it does Xbox, and the reason is just because of the mech hits. You have to kind of stop to pop a mech hit. I mean, obviously people learn how not to, but naturally switching over, it was the hardest thing in the world to put my finger up and come back down on the analog to pop a mech hit. So, and just the controller period and the triggers, everything, if I feel like I have to respect good PlayStation players, because I feel like Xbox remotes cater more towards this game. I don't know, maybe it's specific, and maybe in other games PlayStation controller is just naturally better for, but I feel in this game in particular, PlayStation remotes are definitely harder to get used to, and I'm a really good player. I'm good. I'm straight now. I feel like I've been playing on PlayStation for 2 years now. But the thing is just the process, even while knowing I know how to use a controller, it's way more stressful. I don't know what it is. I can't put details on it, but that's pretty much it. So people want to say who's the better strafers. Honestly, I don't see the amount of strafing. It's not that Xbox is better at strafing or anything. I just don't see hardcore strafers on PlayStation as of right now, because most of the tryhards that I've come across are using showstoppers, and they don't really even need to strafe. They just need to run up on you. So that's not. I'm not even gonna say it's not a thing, but it's not as hard of a thing. It's more beam. It's more face tanking. I give you this though, and this is one thing I do like about PlayStation way more, and in one thing I kind of respect. They do a lot less chicken dancing compared to Xbox, and a lot more I'm challenging you to a face tank. Maybe that could be because the meta is striker and everybody wants to beam people or whatever, but people stand still a lot longer, and I think that's why it's really easy for me to go manhunt, because my habits, I'm like, man, these dudes aren't even moving, but in reality it's just that they're all used to just challenging each other. It's just head up, head up, head up, head up, head up. And I think that's what differentiates Xbox and PlayStation 4. I feel PlayStation players are a lot more aggressive, but the rogue policing is the same. I'm gonna tell you this now. I tried my little test in there watching. Rogue policing is the same. I think that's just a Division thing, period, because that was the same thing on PC as well. But PlayStation players are definitely more aggressive. They rush a lot more. It's not a lot of camping, and if it is camping, I feel PlayStation players are a little more accurate than Xbox players. And I'm not speaking for everybody, so everybody on my Xbox team, I am not selling y'all. I'm just speaking general, and I'm keeping it real, because that's all we do. If you're from Xbox, you keep it 100, no problem. So the beaming and stuff, I think that's more potent on PlayStation, because I found myself getting in gun battles. I'm like, damn, they're actually beaming me. Like, I gotta watch out. And I think that goes in because, they face tank a lot more. Then instead of running and, chicken dancing like a lot of people on Xbox do, the quote unquote name players, yada yada, that BS. Those people like chicken dancing then shooting. On PlayStation, it's more face tanking then shooting. I mean, face tanking then dancing. So they'll face tank until they're one shot. Like, literally, they're like, I'm gonna try to take you out, and if I can, then I'll do. The only time I chicken dance is to really to heal. But on Xbox, I feel like chicken dancing is just all the time. Like, people just do it to look cool. It's kind of like how Fortnite, how people overbuild and just build for no reason. That's kind of how I see the Xbox tryhards. They just run in circles for no reason, stall it out, wait till the teammates come back and stuff like that. On PlayStation, it's a lot more challenge, straight up, head up, and that's one thing I do respect. But at the same time, just like I brought up earlier, I don't know what you guys have in your blood, PlayStation players. I don't know why you guys like it so much, but what is the deal with you guys in showstoppers? Because I never ever, in all my time playing on Xbox, bro, I've never encountered that many showstoppers, bro. I'm talking showstopper clans on PlayStation. And then the accusations for Cronus are 10 times. It's like Cronus Max rules the PlayStation DZ, and that's not a joke, man. I believe you guys now. I never experienced it, and I told you guys, and until I saw it for myself, I couldn't really relate to it. But now I definitely feel y'all. Like, you guys have, like, as soon as you start bodying somebody, all you hear, that's all you hear for the next hour. And I'm talking full-fledged clans. Like, I ran into some nerds, dude, that I'm not going to give them promotion. I'm not going to say their clan, but I'm just saying it came to the point where they were just sitting there clapping, multi-grouping. Like, multi-grouping and stuff is serious on PlayStation. We don't do that at Xbox. I mean, obviously the toxic and nerds do, but to the degree, I'm talking full-fledged proud multi-grouping with showstoppers is like a thing. And I think that's why I can't respect, well, I mean, they're toxic players anyways. You don't respect them anyways. But I'm just saying, I'm like, damn, like, why is that a thing? What makes your guys' console more prone to doing multi-group and stuff? Like, why is that cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just, I felt like there's a lot of situations where I was like, man, I wish that the Xbox servers collided, because then you will see, you will literally be able to tell a difference on who's on what console just by the habits. For PlayStation people, you'll see a lot more shooting. For Xbox people, you'll see a lot more chicken dancing. For PlayStation people, you'll see a lot more showstoppers. For Xbox people, you'll see a lot more. I think I saw a lot more emotes on Xbox, and that's because I died more to toxic people, only because when I saw a showstopper on this, I was like, I'm not even, there's no point in trying to fight them in that mode. Like, I'm not even gonna challenge it. I mean, I bodied a couple of them, whatever, but at some point after their ults and stuff and they all pop, it's overwhelming. So you don't play stupid. But on Xbox, definitely, you know, I get in the fights. So I'm like, you know, even though they're toxic, man, they did what they did, and I think that's the biggest difference. So overall, if I'm gonna be real with you guys, as far as skill gap, to be honest, it's pretty much the same. Good players on Xbox are pretty much the same as good players on PS4. I just feel toxic players on Xbox are better than the toxic people on PS4 because they don't result to immediate showstopper abuse like PlayStation. I think that's a fair assessment. So that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, let me know what you guys think. Anybody who went multi-platform, let me know if you guys agree. PlayStation players, spit your knowledge, and Xbox players, spit your knowledge in the chat, and let me know how accurate I was. So it's been real. If you guys enjoy, your boy is out.